Hello and welcome to It Really Happened. In today's video, we're talking about an event that seems almost impossible to imagine. The day one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world stopped. As unlikely as that sounds, it's true. There was a day when the mighty Niagara Falls came to a standstill and no water flowed over the cliffs. How did this happen? What caused the falls to stop? Stick around as we unravel the mystery of this incredible event. Niagara Falls is one of the most famous natural wonders in the world, straddling the border between the United States and Canada. The falls are made up of three sections: Horseshoe Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and the American Falls. Together, they carry water from the Great Lakes down the Niagara River and ultimately to the Atlantic Ocean. Millions of tourists come to marvel at the powerful sight of thousands of tons of water rushing over the falls every minute. But on March 29, 1848, something extraordinary happened. For nearly 30 hours, the waterfalls fell silent. What could cause such a powerful force of nature to just stop? It was a chilly spring day in 1848 when the people living around Niagara Falls noticed something strange. The sound of the roaring water had faded, and eventually it went completely silent. At first, people didn't know what was happening. Some thought it was a sign of the apocalypse. Others feared something had gone terribly wrong with the natural world. As dawn broke, people ventured down to the riverbanks, only to find that the Niagara River was reduced to a trickle. For the first time in recorded history, the falls had stopped. The riverbed was exposed, revealing rocks and debris that had been hidden beneath the powerful flow for centuries. It was a once-in-a-lifetime sight. So what caused the water to stop? The answer lay upriver in Lake Erie. That winter had been particularly harsh, and large amounts of ice had formed on the lake. On March 29th, strong winds blew massive chunks of ice across Lake Erie, pushing them toward the mouth of the Niagara River. These ice blocks created a natural dam, blocking the flow of water into the river and cutting off the supply to the falls. This phenomenon is known as an ice jam. While it's not uncommon for ice jams to happen in rivers, it was rare for one to be large enough to stop Niagara Falls. The ice dam held back the water for nearly 30 hours, creating an eerie and surreal scene. People living near Niagara Falls were in awe of the sudden silence. News of the event spread quickly, and crowds gathered to witness the spectacle. Some brave souls even walked out onto the exposed riverbed, something that would normally be impossible due to the fast-moving water. They found artifacts, including weapons and tools, that had been hidden by the river for hundreds of years. Despite the strange and remarkable event, people were also worried. The falls were a source of power and livelihood for many in the area, especially for the mills and factories that relied on the water for energy. Would the falls ever start flowing again? Fortunately, the ice jam didn't last forever. By the evening of March 30th, 1848, the wind shifted and the ice began to break up. Slowly but surely, water began to flow down the Niagara River once again. Soon, the falls roared back to life, and the familiar sound of rushing water returned. For the people who witnessed the event, it was a moment they would never forget. The sight of Niagara Falls, one of the most powerful natural wonders, brought to a standstill, was a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. While the ice jam of 1848 is the most famous instance of Niagara Falls coming to a halt, it wasn't the only time the falls have stopped. In fact, humans have intentionally stopped the flow of water over the falls a few times for engineering purposes. In 1969, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers temporarily diverted the American Falls so they could study the erosion of the cliffs. Engineers constructed a temporary dam upstream and used pumps to redirect the water away from the falls. This gave scientists and engineers the chance to study the rocks and make repairs to prevent further erosion. The water was diverted for several months before being allowed to flow again. While the American falls have been turned off for human intervention, the Horseshoe Falls and Bridal Veil Falls have never been completely stopped. The 1848 ice jam remains the only natural event in modern history to bring the mighty falls to a standstill. The story of the day Niagara Falls stopped reminds us of the incredible power of nature. It's amazing to think that something as simple as ice could halt one of the world's most famous waterfalls, but it also shows how the environment can completely take us by surprise. Forces like ice, wind, and water can work together to create amazing and unexpected phenomena. Even today, the people living around Niagara Falls remain mindful of the potential for ice jams, though modern technology allows us to manage these events more effectively. Ice-breaking ships and controlled water flow help prevent large-scale jams from occurring, but the memory of 1848 serves as a reminder of nature's unpredictability. The day Niagara Falls stopped is a story that continues to fascinate people over 170 years later. It's hard to imagine such a powerful force of nature falling silent, even for just a day. The event of March 29, 1848, remains a unique chapter in the history of Niagara Falls and a testament to the power of the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the past. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of nature's most incredible phenomena, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. What other natural wonders or historical events would you like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world around you.